Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I have to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children around the world in Paleo-Hebrew language. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rokah Kodash Mahamath, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the Akim on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, this popped up on the screen and the spirit moved me to do a lesson. There were other videos that I wanted to put along with this, but it won't come out the way I would like it, so I'm just going to mention what the videos that I looked at. But this one is very important because we're close to this stable digital dollar system, right? The invisible money. Okay. The title of this lesson is called "Put Not Your Trust in Prince," right, of this world. Okay. Just says princess of this world. I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then we're going to scripture. Here we go.
It's called a stable coin. You might not have one in your wallet, but it's already changing how people pay, save, and send money around the world. And as of July 2025, it's officially on the US government's radar. A brand new law just gave it structure, rules, and legitimacy. And that means this isn't just for crypto fans anymore. And here, I'm breaking down what a stablecoin actually is, how it works, what the law says, and why it could quietly reshape how your money moves in the years ahead. And before we get into it, let me know in the comments, have you ever used a digital wallet or sent money online to a friend or family member? It doesn't have to be crypto, just something like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, whatever. I'm curious how many of you are already halfway into this space without even realizing it. And if this kind of info is helpful to you, go ahead and subscribe. All right, let's talk stablecoins. So first off, what is a stablecoin? At its most basic level, it's a type of digital money that's designed to keep a steady value. That's it. Think of it like a digital dollar that doesn't bounce up and down in price like Bitcoin or Ethereum.
I emphasize
Slacker,
again,
you know how it is
free
with
to
on
join my
YouTube. I don't
community.
control
The
it.
stocks I share are also free.
Give me a minute.
The techniques and
or Ethereum. One stablecoin usually equals $1, and it stays that way. So if you're tired of hearing about crypto prices crashing or skyrocketing overnight, this might be the first kind of crypto that actually feels usable for everyday stuff.
Stop it right there. Right away he started using the word feel, and then they call it stable. They're experimenting. It's not stable, right? They're only using it to remove the paper federal counterfeit money, put it into the digital system where they have total control. Okay? Now, of course, a lot of us have credit card or have PayPal or other digital ways of paying for things, but they're using it mainly to promote and to con the whole world that, listen, we tried it, it didn't work, we're going to have to go a little bit more advanced. We're going to have to now bring in the MOTV, right? The digital imprint into the body, right? Turn you into cyborgs. Now check this out. Let me see if I can do this. Give me a minute. See if I can do this. Give me a minute. See if I go like this. Give me a minute. Yes, Donald Trump is connected to a stable through a company called World Liberty Financial. World Liberty Financial, a cryptocurrency venture Trump helped launch with his sons, announced the introduction of US dollar, a stable coin pegged to the US dollar in March 2025. What a coincidence. This stable coin is intended for use in commercial transactions and is backed by liquid asset like US dollar. Dollar is not backed up by anything, man, or short-term treasury. It is important to note that Trump's family's involvement in the crypto industry, including the stablecoin, has raised concern about potential conflicts of interest given that Trump administration involvement is regulating the crypto space. I mean, of course. I mean, we don't need to. Let me go back to right here. Slovakia, wait.
I emphasize again.
Give me a
it is
minute,
Free to
I'll
join
go.
My community. The
Slovakia.
stocks I share are also free. The techniques and
There's a new kind of money.
Okay, so it's no big surprise that they're doing it with the intent to set everyone up, right? Okay, but a lot of people already are in the digital system anyway, okay? But the name of the game is not everybody's in it, okay? But those who are in it, they're just gonna use it, like I said before, to remove it because they're gonna say it's no good. People are hacking. It's not stable like we thought it would be. We tried it. We're gonna have to mandate the MOT plus it will help you with your health as well, right? I want to go to Psalm 146, and I'll start with verse 3. Put not your trust in prince, nor in the sons of men, in whom there is no help. Right? Sooner or later, our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds, are gonna have to do and make a big choice. Who they're going to trust, who they're going to put their faith on more, Egypt or Yahweh Shai. Verse 4, his breath goes forth, he returns to his earth in that very day his thoughts perish. Yeah, today he's here and tomorrow he's gone, right? And also let's keep in mind that just because they say these are the new laws, right? It's not unchangeable. They come with the executive order, no matter who is president, and voila, right? They change it. And if you have family in certain countries that they don't like or they're enemies, you can't do business with, right? Verse 5. Happy is he that has Yahweh of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in Yahweh Shai, his power. Okay? So yeah, things are closing down and it's moving fast. I want to go to Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. Though thus said Yahweh Shai, cursed be the man that trusts in man, and makes flesh his army, and whose heart, his mind, departs from Yahweh Shai. Because that's what they really want to do, right? They even might want you to put all your trust, right? I saw YouTube about nurses and doctors getting laid off, right? Thanks to the new, what they call it, bill, right? I don't remember the first name, but Slovakia. I want to go to, okay, wait. Yeah, I read that. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 30, Slovakia, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh Shai, that take counsel but not of me, and that covers with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. This is what the Edomites, want all our people, the so-called Negros, Latin American, speckled birds to do, right? keep sinning, stay in sin, right? So for years we've been using the Federal Reserve note, counterfeit paper, right? That's not backed up by nothing, okay? And now that they have to remove it so they can remove any records of the criminal activity that they have committed around the world with it, right? And now bring in the stable coin, that it's not going to be lasting for a long period of time to begin with, right? Because AI can hack into it any time, and they're going to say, we don't know who did it, but we're going to have to come with a solution. And the only solution that we come that is perfect and is great, right, is that we have to put something inside of you. You're going to love it. Trust us. Verse 2, that walked to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. See? So, it's not only the invisible money that they're attacking. Gotta remember, they're spraying the air, so they're poisoning the air, the food, the land, the clothes, the food, the money, the people, right? The children, right? Because they want us to go begging to them, right? Look, you're in pain, right? You can pass away, We can help you. So there's some serious decisions that are coming to our people, to all of us, right? I want to go to Psalm 118 that we're going to have to make. And Scripture helps us how to make that decision. Verse 8. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man. Verse 9. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in prince, right? In presidents, in governments, right? In corporations. I can go on. Isaiah chapter 2. Give me a minute. This is a quick lesson. Verse 22. Cease ye from men whose breath is in his nostril, for wherein is he to be accounted of? Yeah. I mean, that's reality, right? We have to remind ourselves that when these people of power, Edomites, standing on stolen land on top of that, right? Keep reminding us that we should trust them, right? What they're really doing is upgrading slavery. That's what they're doing. And they want to make it sound nice, right? I mean, they're already upset that the Museum of the History of Our People have too much information and more information coming out of what the Edomites had done to our people. So now they want that to be changed on top of that, right? They want the museum to talk more nicely about the Edomites. You notice that the Edomites, everything that they do that is bad, wicked, and evil, they want you to call it good. That's crazy, right? I want to go to Psalm 37. Something to think about. Verse 4. Delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desire of thy heart, of thy mind. And our desire is for him to come back, remove this wicked kingdom from the face of the earth, remove the blessing and the power of the Edomites who are in power, and put them in slavery. Build our kingdom like we built their kingdom. Right? I'll leave it with Isaiah chapter, give me a minute, 26. I'll start with verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked. Yea, will he not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness? Will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh Shai? Yeah. No matter how many times, our people forgive, right? Look what the Edomites do, right? They still keep stabbing us, right? They keep stealing. They still are keeping us in slavery. Now they're going to upgrade it. And they're excited, but it's not going to go the way they plan. I want to go to, I'll leave it with verse 20. Come, my people, Salakia. Enter thou into thy chamber, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. And what's our chamber that we got to go into? Yahweh Shai, right? Because we are more closer for this stable coin system to kick in, right? We're going to wake up one day and it's going to come in the phone, the app, right? And you saw what happened. Was it a China and Canada, right? Where they closed the bank system to every person because they were helping one another with the money, right? So this ain't no big surprise. They just want to bring this so they can shut it down and say, well, if you don't bow down, you can't buy, you can't work, But we do have something that we want you to take. It's the MOTV, the Charagma, the C-hit. We want you to turn to cyborgs, robots. So when Yahushua comes back, and those so-called UFOs that the Bible calls chariots or clouds, you can go out there and fight for us while we go higher in our bunkers. You see? I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.